Let me talk again about this pick me, Clarissa Shields. Now, there's some reports coming out that this girl, this this young lady, may have been fighting with loaded gloves. For those of you who don't know what loaded gloves is when trainers and other people, along with the fighter, they put um, powder, usually some type of powder substance or liquid substance, inside of the gloves so that when they hit their opponents, they can like cause the opponents to have eyes that are blinded or problems with eyesight so that it'll be easier for them to knock the person out, to KO the person, and then win the fight. There's some reports now coming out stating that Clarissa Shields may have been fighting with loaded gloves and that she may have been doing this throughout the course of her career. If it is true that they're investigating whether or not this girl has been fighting with loaded gloves, you can guarantee they're also going to investigate if she was fighting with loaded gloves when she was fighting in the Olympics. If they do find that Clarissa Shields has been fighting with loaded gloves and that she was fighting with loaded gloves when she was in the Olympics, she will lose both of her Olympic gold medals. She will also lose all of her boxing licenses that she have in every major state, in every major country that she fights in, and she will lose most, if not all, of her endorsements. Now, the reason why I want to cover this right quick is because pick-me's are always quick to be prideful, to be arrogant, to be nonchalant, to be delusional, and to act like they are the shit. Now, this girl, Clarissa Shields, she has gone on many podcasts. She went on talk radio. She went on all kind of platforms doing speaking engagements, doing interviews, but she went on these platforms with a lot of arrogance, a lot of ego, a lot of pride, and a whole lot of lack of humility. There's been many people that has been saying that they believe that Papoose is only with Clarissa Shields for her money, for her fame, for her status, and for her public notoriety. Even Remy Ma, Papoose's estranged wife, who he is currently separated from, and currently they are in court over divorce negotiations. Even Remy Ma tried to help Clarissa several times, tried to let her know that it is highly likely that Papoose is only with her for money, and that Papoose even used Remy Ma for her money when they were together. This is what Remy Ma has stated in interviews, in posts, and comments, and responses that she's made. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because if they end up finding out under an investigation that Clarissa Shields has been fighting with loaded gloves, this is the end of her career. She will lose everything. She will lose all of her money. She will lose her career. She will lose her endorsements if she has any. She will lose whatever money, status, and power that Clarissa Shields has. She will lose it. And guess who else she is going to more than likely lose? Papoose. See, sometimes you have to be careful. Many times you have to be careful about how you roll, how you move, because Clarissa Shields has been very offensive. She has said a lot of things disregarding people's feelings, like the beautiful queen out of Atlanta, the radio host, Ms. Shakira. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, please forgive me, sis. My fellow Leo lioness sister. She's a Leo, like myself, a queen. You know, Clarissa went on several live streams totally disrespecting this woman, and this woman is her elder. This woman is older than her, has more life experience than her, and Clarissa had no respect for this woman as an elder in the Black community. Okay? Now her karma might be getting ready to hit her in her ass. And one of the things I'm going to say, if they end up finding out that Clarissa Shields has been fighting with loaded gloves and it ends up destroying and ending her career, Papoose is definitely going to walk away from her if this happens to her. And then Remy Ma will definitely be vindicated through the ancestors, through the heavenly realm, through the spiritual mother gods in heaven, through karma. Because Remy Ma has been telling Clarissa from the beginning. And everybody has been telling Clarissa from the beginning that Papoose does not love her. He's only using her for a come up. He's only using her for money. And Clarissa has been trying to fight the whole world, disagreeing with everyone, disagreeing with wisdom, disagreeing and just totally being in denial about Papoose and just totally trying to see Papoose the way she wants to see him because more than likely she's a narcissist or a psychopath. Clarissa Shields is more than likely. So I just want to say that this this young lady, this girl is on the brink of karma. And when karma smacks her in the face and she loses Papoose because she done lost her career and she done lost everything she has, the ancestors and the spirit gods in heaven have a way of showing people that are full of pride and ego. The heavenly realm and the heavenly Father has a way of knocking people on their ass when they're acting in pride and ego. And this might end up being one of those times that Clarissa Shields gets knocked on her ass for making Papoose her idol god instead of making the Heavenly Father the God of her life. Just saying. Well, that's another story, another pick me saga, and they will continue because as long as the world turns, as the world turns, there will always be pick me females totally making men their gods and totally being male centered and making the world more difficult for women to unite.